Good afternoon, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C, where we can continue to do Cinera's Sprite-based stuff. Is it worth showing what we've got so far? And this is the database as it sort of stands. We have associated images in the thing. I suppose you could say associated assets. And we also make sure the associated assets are not actually they're not deleted when they have when there's no landmarks. That's basically the idea behind association. So you can see this guy down here has got lots of landmarks. That's what those things are, the purple and blue and white things. Let's just check actually that the mic's coming through. Is the mic coming through? The mic's coming through. Yeah, so those things are landmarks. And ordinarily, if an asset doesn't have landmarks, then it just gets purged. It's considered to be a stale asset and it gets deleted from the database. But if you're associated, then that can't be true, because you have to always exist for the person who's associated with you to actually be able to index into you. So yeah, we have associations. And what we have at the moment is that all associations just, they never get removed, basically. So we're never able to determine if an asset is no longer supposed to be associated. And a way to easily just illustrate that, to say like here, we've got my support platform to, well actually this isn't associated. If we take this, heart test risky, okay. This asset here is this guy here, and in the database you'll find that this project, the risky project, if we go up, we might not be able to get all the way there actually, because it's probably quite long. Okay, so we've got that. Well, yeah, we might actually want to print out the actual index. So let me just do that. I'll just do that quickly. So printing the assets, printing the bread block is what I'm talking about actually. So print predators and children. Units blank. The theme. Let's stick it onto the theme. I think that'd be a very good place to put it. So what we've got here is the it's the art index. That's what it is. Okay. And we actually like to print that thing in blue, so like this really. Yeah, we don't put the new line. Oh, yeah, it's just an int. see the art index is art asset. Well, yeah, call it art asset index is what I could do actually. So the art index, and just change that so it's consistent with the other way. So all of these guys are saying that they use the art index 0. These guys use art index 1. This thing uses art index 11. This is art index 1, art index 2. Okay. And we also do have an icon assay index, honestly. And this thing should be -1 for most people. Yeah, so that just means that it's unset, really. Now what I might do is I might do a sort of print asset index. And we've got the actual and it's like if the index is greater than or equal to 0, we print the actual index. Otherwise we're going to print like the string for the actual special asset index. So textual and onset. I think I might also just print everyone as blue, honestly. Otherwise, we print out the actual string. And we just have to make sure that that's actually the right value. We could switch on the index, I suppose. Let's do that. Well, hold on. How would this be? Yeah. Switch on the index. I basically want to make sure that I don't access out of that thing. So in either of these cases, otherwise we're going to assert Print asset index. Oh, right, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's unfortunate. yeah. This ain't right. It's -2 and -1. So if we want to put these into the right place, we need to -2 comes before -1. If we take away, or if we add 2 to both of these values, it'll move them into the right place. Yeah, so it's get asset string from asset index. What do we say? Yeah, let's do it as a function. So this is going to be a special. And if you do it this way, you can make this do the switch, can't you? Something like that. And then also, it's like just what does it need? Onsets. We don't have any textual ones yet. Yeah, I don't think we handled that actually. Onsets. I mean, unless we do it like this. Do you know what I mean? So it's exactly the same. It doesn't matter, honestly. Let's do it like this. SAI onset. So the art asset index is 0 for this guy, and it's set. Okay, so back to where we were up to. Where were we up to? Yeah, that's it. We were talking about associated people, weren't we? Things that are associated. So if I just go back up. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Trying to marry together these various things. So this guy has got art asset index of 0, as is this one. Later on you get art asset indexes of different ones, don't you? 1 and 11. Okay. So 0, 1 and 11, what that is referring to is these assets here. 0, 1. Now, we didn't see 2, did we? So this is probably one of those ones that isn't actually associated anymore. Oh, this uses art asset index 2, actually. So yeah, I'll take that back. So there's 0, 1 and 2. That wasn't associated. This was associated, and this is probably 11. So one thing I might actually want to do, again, also, is in the print assets block. You get the assets block. Print asset and landmarks. Okay, so this actually might want to take the index, which would just be the I. Sorry, it would be the index. Let's just check how many this can actually use. The DB. The count is a 16. Okay. So what this does, print asset, we can make this take the index also. And just stick this. Do these guys. So we did it. Let's do it in the same way. Okay, let's make it do it a little bit differently. So now we know we've got these numbers there. Now sadly it kind of throws this off slightly. The associated false side. Let's see if we can. So here we know what the size of the thing is. So if we've got, so you wanted this. If you've got an index, print it, like as many things as this whole thing would give you. So what we're saying is it's the digits. I wonder if I've got actually digits in int. We do seem to have it. So it's taking a void star to an int. Okay. Width in bytes. 16-bit. So that's 2 bytes, isn't it? Sandy. Alright, so we want to say space is required. How do I usually do this? Search required, search required, search required, true. Filter required, yeah, I do seem to always talk about thing required. 1 plus 1 plus the digits in int. And then we want to say do we have that? Print spaces. I mean, we might have an indent function somewhere. Yeah, we do. So that's either the indent width. The indent width is actually a value. Yeah, I mean, I suppose we could save off the indent width. Could we do that? Yeah, I think we could do that. Let's do that. So the indent width really. Define, oh right, yes, to define it, I see. redef? How do you do this? Hold on. You don't need that. So indent width. Is that right? Unused variable. Define the indent width to be the current indent width. I mean, you know, this is more trouble than it's worth, honestly. So rather than use indent, let's just fucking do it. What this is going to do is to line this guy up a bit more nicely. Alright. So, yeah. So back to where we're up to. We've got an indentation width down here also. So there's all sorts of nonsense. There's a defined indent width 4 up there, and then an indentation width of 4 down here. Let's change all of these. All one of them. Alright, so I'm going to have to just cycle back to where we're up to. I think it was here is where we want to do, yeah, that's it. Stage 1 deleting associated assets. Alright, so basically here, what we want is basically the similar sort of loop as the other one who was doing whatever that was doing. So that was checking, looping of everyone. Yeah, what was it doing? Yeah, it was this, wasn't it? Offset associated indices of project. Yeah. So this thing now actually needs to go through the same story. It needs to go through the same story as these two people. Let's do that. Let's get that open. And let's just copy these two functions here over. And what these guys are, it's reaffirm association or confirm association. What was I saying? Us. Yeah. And all we want is the actual index. That's all that person needs, I think. Oh, actually, it might need the index. It might also want the asset. So your stored index, I think we would need to set this early, actually. Yeah, and it is just setting it in the asset in memory, right? And then this guy can later no, I do think we we do need to do it in memory in the database also. So yes, assets associated to true. I think we want the asset, and we do want the asset in the database also. Which I guess the confirmed person could get. Yeah, I do think that this is going to be okay. If we've got a stored index, the new index is the update asset. That gives us that information. If the stored index is not equal to the new index, I think we need to set our stored index to be the new index. Do we know what the currently stored index is? We need to save that off. Set this to be the new index, and then we need to call our confirm associations function. On the old index. Yeah, I think that's correct. So that'll do that for the projects. So if the project art index is equal to the index, then the guy can't be deleted. That's basically, that's still associated. That's basically the deal there. Now, if it is still associated, we probably actually want to be able to say that it is an early out, really. Oh, hold on a second. The old index. Oh, hold on, we want... I think we're talking about the wrong asset here. We want the old asset. So we've got the path and the image. Can we locate asset by index? And then from that, get the asset. Something like that. Pass that, and then since we actually got the old asset in DB, we could just pass that also. Another way to look at it is that the confirm associations could do that. Yeah. Let's make that happen. So this is now, how do you early out of this? I mean, you could just use that information, couldn't you? Cool, then let's check a string. Stored index. Yeah, I do think this is the great way to do it. To base it on the stored index, get the thing out by the index. I do think this is the right way. And we don't seem to have that. So okay, so let's try this out. to I'm not even sure if we're going to get to that, honestly. Oh. Yeah, we don't get there. So let's make a change to the config. Actually. Yeah, and the thing what we're doing is changing the association, isn't it? So if the something or other changes, I think this should do it. I think, maybe. Yeah, cool. So if it doesn't match, oh shit, I need to actually remove this thing, I think. If we've got a stored index, store that. Well, hang on, if we've got a stored index, it's greater than that, and it's that. Obviously, I'm going to pass this test again, but whatever. It's now 0. Yeah, which is right, actually. Test risky, yeah, that's bang on. The asset, the old asset. That's also test risky, yeah, it seems to be getting the right people at least. Confirm associations. It is quite a high number. 13, yeah, because we've just added a new one. So this is going to reset the associations. Let's just have a look at this. They should both be true at the moment, I think. Associated, yeah. Alright, perfect. So that's all looking right. I'm going to clear them out. So who are we looking at? We're looking at risky. It's got an art index of 0, so this is our guy, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So, oh, hold on. No, this is wrong. I needed to change that before. I need to change the stored index before actually calling the confirm associations. That's what I need to do. Yeah. So we save off the old index. Yeah, I think you can actually just save off you can just do this straight after saving off the old index. And then everyone will be consistent, I think. So, we're in a bit of a weird state here. So what I'm going to do is remove the database. Run it, and then change that thing in the config. Not sure if that was correct. Yeah, something's gone awry. Update asset. So what happened there? So if we generate the thing, examine the database, so we should see that test risky is the first one, as it used to be. Yeah. So we know it's associated, and we know that this person... Oh, we're not saying it. Well, that's broken, isn't it? Wonder why that broke. Oh. If the stored index is that... I think let's step into this function. Yeah, let's just step into this function and see what it's supposed to be, where it's supposed to actually do what it's supposed to do. I mean, we do get to here. Yeah, we do. Alright, so we've got a path. That's probably the test risky, yeah. So do we get the asset? We won't, because... Well, I just know we won't. So this is pushing it on in memory, the assets array in memory. We do know that it's associated, because we're just saying it is. New index, update asset. So update asset is the thing that adds this to the database. Right. Trust me, that's it. Update asset in DB. Oh, it's just an asset index. Okay. But yeah, whatever. It will be. It'll be in there. At least it should be. So we've got a new index. We're going to set what the stored index pointer. Yeah, right. If the stored index is greater than or equal to that. Yeah. We're just not setting the stored index. It's set, isn't it? Yeah. So we just need to actually set it. So where do I do this exactly? Yeah, it's initialized to be nothing. Isn't it just the straight away here? stored index is this. Isn't it just right here? We can. If it's greater than or equal to 0, it means that it's already set. Which means that we then need to go and see, if it's already set, we then need to go and see if it matches the new index. Right. Then we do the whole confirming of associations. Otherwise, if it's not set, I think we just set it, because we know that we're dealing with somebody that we're associated, don't we? I think that's all it is. So 5532. I think just right here, if it's already greater than 0, we know that, yeah, as I say, whatever. This way does want to do the set new index also. I mean, I suppose another way of looking at it actually. Is that we can just save off the old index. And then do this later on. I mean, I make no differences. This is purely just a typing thing. Like it's just like how the code looks, really. So where we change the logic. If the old index doesn't match the new index, we're saying that we need to, well, mind you, straight away after we saved off the old index, we can just set that, can't we? And then at this point, if the old index doesn't match the new index, we do that stuff. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Let's see how that works. If it works. So let's delete the database again. Didn't get there. Let's generate it first of all. So that doesn't like something. 5538. Oh, hold on. Ah, yeah. So that can only actually... okay, so if the old index is greater than or equal to 0, that's what we need to actually test. Because basically we're using less than 0 ones to denote the special people. The special ones being unset and textual. That's suspected. This is just going to pass, isn't it? So what was the problem before? Oh, or is that this was already set correctly, wasn't it? So this needs to... sorry, this was the problem with before was that we hadn't updated the project's index, the project out index, but now we have updated it. Yeah, great. So this will not match, will it? Because we're talking about index 0. Right, so we're going to continue on through, making sure that you're looking for people who are associated with it that isn't us, basically. Alex 1. I guess we can jump to jump to there and just keep looking at the assets to see if they ever get the get this set to true. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's saying association 1. So what's this doing actually? Sync asset association. Push product assets. This thinks that Cinera __ risk is associated. Oh yeah, which we do say it's at least to be associated. Where did that theme come from? Old asset was set to Cinera __ risky. For some reason. I don't know why that was. So we're seeing if anybody's associated with test risk it up here. Yeah, I suppose that would be a way to do it, just see if anyone ever gets set to it. Okay, so we've got through. We don't actually call the deleted assets, but we probably will call it at some point. Just not after that, straight after that function. So what we did there was we had test risky in the database. We changed it to use test risky 1. So what we've done there is that we've hopefully allowed for the test risky to be deleted in a way that it wasn't able to be deleted before. Yeah. Yeah, it's disappeared. So now let's just try that again with test. Let's bump it up to test risky 2. Okay. I think we're okay. So we still have test risky book in there. Test risky book code, test risky art. So the next thing I want to actually unravel is the following. And I will actually just call deleted assets. And also right, so initDB gets called here. SyncDB gets called here. Ah, a sync project's happening here. So yeah, I think we're fine actually. Is that right? Yeah, init all happens there. initDB, syncDB. So the thing I was wondering was, does syncDB actually do some generating of the search pages. And I don't think it does it? Delete still assets. Yeah, there's nothing here that I can see that's anything to do with generating search pages. So yeah, I think we're fine actually. So we sync the database, and all that means is that it makes sure that the database, like the order in which the projects come in the database, matches up. Or basically, it's really like the representation of the project's tree in the database matches up with the actual project's tree in the config. So that's what that does. That's what the synchronizing of the database does. Yeah, so that moves people around, and it's only moving projects around. So wherever the projects go, their index into the assets block will still remain valid. Yeah, so that's all that it does. It moves people around, and then the sync. The general global navigation. I mean, is this possible to do? I mean, this probably is possible to do actually. Now that you've got the assets in, just have a look. Yeah. Yes, it will be. So this person here could actually use it could use art if it wants to. In fact, could I try and use it out? Try it out. So what they're talking about is this. This is the global navigation, isn't it? Or is it? Or is this the global navigation? This one might be the global navigation actually. Although this is mock.html, so we haven't generated this. So this is generated. Let me just see what we're talking about here. Yeah, we are talking about. Yes, that is correct. But we are talking about this sort of thing here. Right, this is the. What is that? This is the nav horizontal. This is the nav drop down. And this thing here is the nav plane. Yeah, so that generates all those guys. And generates it recursively. So where do we actually use that anywhere? The global template we probably need. Yeah, I think none of these are using this template actually. So this is using a template apparently. Search template test. Now, this template's dirty. Is this ever set anywhere? It's not set anywhere. Let's see if we can get this to do something nice. So that's this. Where is that? Looking for search template test. Okay, so that is in here. Search template test. Now I wonder why I'm not getting anything out of it. There's that. I would have thought we'd be able to find this actually. So let's see what we're talking about. There's that. We don't know what the template's dir is. I don't know if that's a problem. Maybe it could be. Risky. Yeah, let's get that to happen first. I suppose it was generate search, but it wasn't actually. What is that? Actually, hold on, let me just try and get a bit narrower in on this. So in it, I'll sync project. Generate search page. So it's the interior search page. Yeah, so that will be the search page for Risky. Which is kind of handy for us, isn't it? Where is it? Because we've got a break here, especially for this case. So there's our search template. Buffers to HTML. Oh. What happened there? Search to buffer. Now we're failing. Again on the construct resolved asset somewhere. In the buffers to HTML. I mean, I didn't even see us go to buffer to HTML. Let's run that again. Right, we got through there, but didn't fancy it, and then we crashed. Yeah. So how am I supposed to get into buffers HTML? Case RC success. Why can't you get to there? I'm in OD. Hold on. Did that just jump straight over the search to buffer call? What is going on? Wait, we're definitely not in O2. So why are we jumping around all over the place? Like, why are we not going on every line? Oh. Oh, I just hadn't built it for a while. Okay. Wow. Well, that would help, wouldn't it? If you actually build the program. So the difference really was this, wasn't it? Yeah. So someone wanting to do the template screws it up. Oh. So, sorry, it wasn't here. So it's on line 5238. Sorry, the 9621. Tag image. Ah. Ah, interesting. Logo 32. Okay, let's just run it again. Get through to buffer.html. And then go ourselves down to the image and have a look at what's going on. So on the constructor resolve access URL. So this template metadata tags asset. Is that just not valid or something? Logo 32. I mean, the only thing it could be. Construct your prefix. Well, hold on, what could it be? just stepping into that. I think just passing the asset to it probably is the issue. I think you want to do a hardware watch on that asset, I think. Or when we do the pack templates, we can look into the pack template function, can't we? Do I? All we're doing is coming in, passing the configs, we've got the project in. We've then packed that template, so we've put that into the project's actual thing. We've pushed that asset on, apparently. Yeah, this is an asset in memory. Or is it actually? Oh shit, actually it might not be. No, it is an asset in memory. So yeah, it passes the asset string. I mean, all of that was set right, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. Association is basically prepares us for when we're storing templates in the database. Let's just try. Setting this to false. If this fixes it, then I think there's a bit of a strange bug. Basically, the bug would be that it's having to re-add an asset, I think, possibly. No, good. I think I might have to just call it there to take lunch, and then come back and investigate this a bit further. Push asset, place asset. It's read by the fit and realloc. Oh, it's that, isn't it? Aha. Place asset. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I know what the problem is. I know exactly what the problem is. Yeah. Very clever. So, it's this. Right, if I bump this up to 32, for example, it won't trigger the error. Right, the problem is that when we fit, we need to actually fix up the pointers of the templates. So that's what we'll do after lunch. So yeah, thank you very much, Hazen Harris, for being here for now, for being beautiful, for being fantastic, and for being hopeful, I guess. We're sort of on the way to using sprites. What we've done at the moment, we've just kind of reconfirmed associations of sprites. That's all we've done so far. Let's just do what to do here. Yeah, we've confirmed the associations, and we've tried to begin to use the assets basically. Yeah, but anyway, let's call it there, and I'll be back after lunch. So thank you very much, Heroes and Heroines. Until next time.